Hey guys, welcome. This is George again. I'm gonna make you a video. My son was trying to fix this bracelet. I said, let me make a video here so I can help everyone out there, because that way you're not spending so much time on fixing these old-fashioned bracelets. Come a little closer, Noah. So look at this bracelet here. You can see there's a lot of holes in it, okay? And it's paper thin. So if you could go and usually what you do, you drill it on both sides with a very fine drill, and you put a pin through it, and you could solder on both ends, right? So it goes like this. But the problem I see here, I told them 1 second, let me show you how to do it really fast. And the problem is here, when you go to drill it, this thing ends up boring out. Like what I mean by that, gets drilled out so big. And if you have a laser, you could do it with the laser, but what happened, the laser blows right through it because it's so thin. So I'm gonna show you how to do it with the torch. Very easy and effective, and without drilling as well. So I wanna take a piece of wire, okay? So you give yourself a little bit of extra room, okay? So I'm gonna cut it, make sure you file one end of it so it's nice and even. So I'm gonna go up to the bracelet. If the bracelet has an extra part of the old pin in there, file that down as well. So make sure it's clean on both ends, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to put this in really fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, just a little bit of alcohol and boric acid here. I'm not dipping the whole thing so the whole thing blows in your face. So it's very simple. So let's get rid of this here. Okay. So I got these pre-cut solders here. So we're gonna go, doesn't matter which way you go first, whether you go from the front or from the back, it doesn't matter here. I'm gonna show you from the back so you can see it, and here's my pin. So I'm gonna drop a little piece of solder on that side here, okay? So let me get this here. Can you see it good? All right. Sorry about the mess. It's been a busy day. All right. So here we're gonna go. So you could, a tiny flux on the end here. Okay. So make sure you don't go directly because you will blow this away. Okay. So I'll take my tiny solder here, and I go on the outside. You can see my torch is pointing out that way, not directly to the actual piece, because I don't want to blow right through it, right? So I'm gonna pick this up. So I'm gonna go here right on the side, and I'm gonna solder this little piece right to the side of it. Okay, you can see my solder now. Okay, so I'm gonna take the piece, take this part that you filed flat, and solder the pin into it. Okay, so you can see now I have the pin without drilling. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go, I wanna thread this right through this. Okay. You could use a thicker pin or whatever you want, but this is a good gauge. And you can see here, there's plenty of room here for me. You can see it. You don't have to drill it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it exactly right there, okay? So let's cut this evenly with this. So make sure it's even with it. I mean, you could cut it a little bit shorter, okay? I save every piece of gold. And now make sure you could file this flat so it goes in there nicely. You know, a little bit below it. So now when I push my pin in, you can see it's gonna go inside here. If it needs a hair more here, you can see now when I push it in, you can see it went inside the other hole. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. See, like the pre-drill. If it's not pre-drilled, that's fine. So now it depends on how skilled you are with the torch. So I'm gonna put a drop of solder right on the edge of that. So I'm gonna do my best to show you the angle of this. So I'm gonna drop a little bit of alcohol and boric acid, and let's figure out a way to hold this so you guys can see it. Here you go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing here. You're gonna make sure you're gonna drop a little bit of, let me get in there. It's tough to, you wanna solder this without soldering the hinge too as well, okay? So that's where the trick is, but it saves you a lot of time drilling. So I'm gonna keep my torch this way. So I'm gonna drop my solder here, okay? You can see it here. Usually I'll go sideways, but I'm trying to show you the camera angle. Okay, let me see if I can get in there without hitting his camera. Very gently. Okay. And try to clean it if you can. Okay, you can see that's in there, so it held the pin and it's still hinging. Okay, so that's You can see now the pin is inside there and it's soldered on there really well, so it's not going anywhere. So if you have a problem here, see if you have the old pin here, so I could fill that up. Okay, so the only thing I didn't do is I didn't clean the bracelet because it's filled with dirt, but that's fine. So I'm just gonna go in there and fill this up a little bit. You could see. All right, so now it saved you from a lot of drilling and so forth. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Now you just polish it and give it to the customer. Thanks for watching.